Good morning, everyone. The time now is 9:30 and I arrived outside of Brook Station. I was actually gonna take the overground, but I realized that the first train is at 9:33 a.m. and when I got there it was like 9:10 a.m. So I was gonna walk here, but then as I was walking here, I saw that the 306 bus was coming, so I was like, might as well take the bus. So Google Maps said I arrived at Brook Green Playground, but there are quite a lot of children there. But there's like a huge field here, so I think I'm going to fly my drone here, and I'm gonna tell you about the history of Brook Green and Kensington Olympia. A station called Kensington was opened by the West London Railway as its southern terminus on 27 May 1844, located just south of Hammersmith Road. The line was not popular then, and it was closed on the 1st of December that year because of the losses made. As scant and erratic goods services continued. The line was reopened to passengers on the 2nd of June 1862. So, a little history about Kensington Station. It was actually included in 1960s Cold War plans to ensure continuity of government in the event of hostilities. Secret plans entailed use of the station in the prelude to a nuclear war to evacuate several thousand civil servants to the central government war headquarters, underground bunker in Wiltshire. Civil servants tasked with manning the facility would have been directed to join trains at the station, chosen since the West London Line connected to the Great Western Main Line at North Pole Junction. These trains would have connected with buses at Warminster for further transfer to the bunker near Corsham. Kensington was also known as Kensington Olympia and to proceed a stage of lavish entertainment spectaculars, although it struggled to turn a profit. Pleasure gardens were laid out in the grounds, and some of the world's first motor shows were held in a hall in the early 20th century. The National Hall was added on the southwest side in 1922, which necessitated the demolition of some properties in West Kensington Gardens. The remainder of this street was erased in 1929 during the construction of the Empire Hall, later known as Olympia 2. London's first multi-story car park was built for Olympia in 1937. The station closed during the Second World War and reopened afterward. Other than the things I'm gonna show you in this vlog, there is also a Kensington Olympia Exhibition Center, which I didn't know about. So if any of you guys are gonna go to the Kensington Olympia Exhibition Center, then please let me know about your experience there and whether I should go there or not. Oh, I think this is the Blythe House that I am looking for, but is it open though? I don't think it is, so this building must have been demolished. This is the Gavy Park. So I found out there is actually a park called Marcus Garvey Park in New York as well. And then it was named after a black activist and businessman called Marcus Garvey. So then Marcus Garvey flew to London Borough and Hammersmith, and he actually lived in that area, so that's why London has a park called Marcus Garvey Park as well. Marcus Garvey left behind a meaningful legacy which still influences civil rights acts today. This park commemorates its history and creates artwork that the neighborhood and friends of the park can enjoy and take pride in. I'm currently on 375 Kensington High Street, and I saw these two cool stones here, and I want to take a photo with them. The next thing on my list is the Leighton House Museum. At first, I thought it was closed, because whenever I Google it, it always says temporarily closed, but then I saw someone inside, so I might try and ring the doorbell to. So I just asked them if this museum is open or not, and they said it's not open right now because obviously of all these constructions. And then she asked me if I was here for the tour or not, and I didn't even know there was a tour at 11 o'clock, and it's now 10:52 a.m. so that was a really good surprise. I was like, oh, I'm not here for the tour, but can I join it? And they said yes, and they told me to wait out here, and they said the tour will start by this lamppost. I'm gonna help you guys ask them if the tour is on every Sunday. There is one other person here.
Anglo-Indians returned from colonial service, and they, very much an artistic family, celebrated Madonna, carried in procession, who was the son of the Prinsep family, who you'll see it now from the front. The green door, very attractive studio.
So I finished up at the tour around 12 minutes ago, and my next destination was supposed to be the St. John Baptist Church, but I can actually see Westfield, so I think I might go to that first. Oh wait, I think this is St. John the Baptist. This is actually a really pretty church, so I might take a photo here. This is the inside of the church. It kind of smells like something, but I don't know what. So I they were closing up, but I'm glad I got here before they closed up. So I actually went into a toilet in a pub called Bear and Burgers, and the toilet is actually quite cool. There's the Avril Lavigne drawing on there, and then there's also this sign, push it, push it. Also, one thing I wanted to say about the tour is was really worth going to because I learned a lot about that area. And although they didn't let me film any of the houses that they were talking about because they said it's private property, so if you guys do come to this museum, then be sure to go to the tour. I think it's Thursday and Sunday at 11 a.m. So this is the entrance of the Westfield shopping center. So there's a cool little selfie spot here. I'm just gonna video myself. They sell lots of branded things here. I guess all of these are really expensive. There is a huge wheel cinema here. Wow, look at that huge shoe. And also there's a poster here. I decided to order at this restaurant, and I wish I looked more at the menu now because I feel like these would have been more tastier than mine. So this is the king prawn fried rice. It is £9.70, and I got tap water as well. Oh, so this is the O2 Empire. I think it's shut though. I think the old laundry yard is here. I guess what I wanted to look for were these graffitis, so I might take a photo here. Oh, so this is the Shepherd's Bush Market, but why is it shut though? It's a Sunday. So the next thing on my list is actually this Shepherd's Bush Greenfield, and I want to fly my drone here to find out why Shepherd's Bush is called Shepherd's Bush. So Shepherd's Bush probably derives its name from some prominent shrub on the triangular green where shepherds used to rest their flocks on their way to market in London. However, this can't be confirmed, and there may instead have been a connection with a person named Shepherd. And in 1657, Miles Syndercombe hired a cottage that stood on the site of the present Bush Hotel and planned to use a primitive form of machine gun to assassinate Oliver Cromwell, but was betrayed by his accomplices. Shepherd's Bush remained entirely rural until the late 18th century, when ribbons of housing appeared along the main roads, followed by terraces to the north. By 1830, semi-detached houses were going up on the west side of the green, but fields lay to the south for several more decades. Stations have opened and closed at Shepherd's Bush since 1844, but the first really useful halt was built on the Hammersmith and City Railway, and Shepherd's Bush was almost wholly built up by the time the Central Railway's twopenny reached here in 1900s. The Empire Theatre opened in 1903 and was nicknamed the Coliseum of West London. Ladbroke Film Studios followed in 1910. Both were subsequently taken over by the BBC and used as television studios. By the 1930s, most of Shepherd's Bush had become very run down, and the council cleared slums and built flats during the third quarter of the 20th century. Southeast of the green, an ugly car park and shopping precinct replaced old shops. The Bush Theatre opened in the upstairs dining hall of the Bush Hotel in 1972. Lastly, the arrival of the vast Westfield shopping center in 2008. Oh, so Westfield opened in 2008, I did not know that. Significantly changed the character of the northern part of Shepherd's Bush, where it overlaps with White City. Large parts of the area remain socially disadvantaged, but Shepherd's Bush has become popular with young graduates. And that's all the information I have to tell about Shepherd's Bush. Hope you enjoyed listening. Well, there's a poster there. It says, "Phone your mom back." That's quite funny. This is the restaurant that I was supposed to go to, but because I just had my lunch, I'm not hungry anyways. And this restaurant actually opens at 3, so it is now 3:15. There is a beautiful Japanese cherry tree here. I want to take a photo here. I am in Wandle Park now, by the way. So I was gonna go, but then I saw this beautiful scenery here, and I think those are called peacocks. My next destination was supposed to be this Astor Road. That is quite a cool graffiti, so I'm gonna take a photo there. My next destination was supposed to be this Uxbridge Road, but apart from that building, I don't think it's special at all. So I'm gonna take a photo with that building. Oh wow, they have a 99p or less store here. It kind of reminds me of the $10 store in Hong Kong. I'm now walking to the Kensal Green Cemetary, and I saw there's an upside down house there. So I'm gonna take a photo here. And there's a Primark here and Puttshack Golf there as well. I saw these beautiful flowers. I think I'm gonna go inside to take a photo. And I'm at a place called Ladbroke Grove, and I saw these beautiful houses like the ones in Notting Hill Gate. There's a canal in Ladbroke Grove. I did not know that. Oh no, the Kensal Green Cemetery actually locks at 4:30 p.m. Because I changed to City Mapper yesterday, City Mapper doesn't show the closing time of things. But then, to be honest, it doesn't look that stunning anyway on the internet. It looks more stunning. So I have now arrived at Roundwood Park. The time now is 6:20, and I want to walk around this whole park. I just saw this elm tree, and I feel like this place is quite a good place to take a photo. Oh wow, is that the Kensal Green Cemetery? Is it that big, or is that another cemetery? I found another beautiful scenery here because of the sunset, and also because of these trees. So I took a photo here like this. I saw this really beautiful serviceberry tree here, and I want to take a photo with it. There's a pavilion here as well. I'm gonna try and take a photo here. So there are some areas and alleys here. I just tried to take some photos here with my tripod, but it didn't look nice. So I thought this has to look nice with a drone. So I took my drone out, and then I laid down on the grass. I then flew the drone up. And in this drone clip, I will be telling you a little story about this Roundwood Park. So the drinking fountain in Roundwood Park was erected to commemorate the formal opening of the park on 11th May 1895 by RDM and Linda QC, chairman of Middlesex County Council, who dedicated it forever to the people. In his opening speech, Mr. Pinkman, chairman of the Parks Committee, gave full credit to the architect, Oliver Robson, saying, It was formerly a miniature dot mall without the granite, and Mr. Robson had left them a veritable Garden of Eden without the serpents. Roundwood Park, which is in the London Borough of Brent, takes its name from Roundwood House, an Elizabethan-style mansion built in Holliston for Lord Decies in around 1836. Actually, I went to Holliston, but they didn't tell us anything about Roundwood House. I'm just Googling, is this Roundwood House still here? Oh, it is. Okay, well, but apparently it's in Harefield, which is in Piner. Okay, but that's like really far away from this park. Anyways, in 1892, Wilson Local Board, conscious of the need for a recreation ground in expanding Holliston, started the process of buying the land for what is now Roundwood Park, and appointed Oliver Claude Robson as the main architect. Robson was surveying to the local board and later to Wilson District Council for 43 years, so from 1875 to 1918. Robson was allocated £9,000 to lay out the park. He put in 5 miles of trees and planted an additional 14,500 trees and shrubs. This took quite a long time as he used local unemployed labor for this work in preference to contractors. The 5 main gates and railings were made in 1895 by Messrs. Tickner and Partington at the Vulcan Works, Heron Road, Kensal. The gracefully curving wrought iron fence is 270 feet long, and the hammered open work has a maximum height of 18 feet. Decorated details on the pedestrian gates included the Wilson Local Board arms, but these have disappeared over the years, as have most of the general canvas leaf embellishments. So I hope you enjoyed watching that drone clip. Wow, look at the sun behind it. I'm gonna take a photo here. Okay, so I'm back at the stop, but there is a place I want to go back to take a photo. This is the place I wanted to come back to take a photo, and I don't know if you guys can see, but today's sunset is so stunning. Look at all these colors, and I want to end this vlog here because the time now is 7:35 and the sun sets at 7:37. Actually, it has already set, so I should probably go. If you enjoyed this vlog, don't forget to subscribe, comment down below. Roundwood Park is awesome. Share it with your friends and like, and I'll see you all with another traveling vlog or music related video.